Hello friends and welcome to my channel IBOL Designing Developer. So today we are diving into one of the most powerful tools in Java, the hash map. Imagine you have a list of students and their grades but not in order. How do you access each student's data efficiently? That's where hash map becomes your best friend. But here's the real magic, looping through a hash map whether you want just the keys, the values or both entries. Java gives you smart ways to do it using for each, entry set and even Java 8's Lambda style. So by the end of this short lesson, you will be able to iterate like a pro and unlock the full potential of key value pairs in your Java projects. So let's start looping in the smart way using Java. So I hope you will be enjoying this amazing video in which I will be telling you that how you can loop through a hash map in Java. So if you understand this amazing video and if you enjoy this tutorial, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get dive into it. Alright, so now we're on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I will be telling you that how you can loop through a hash map in Java, which is really interesting topic because in the previous video I have told you that how you can loop through an array list in Java, which was also really good. But in this video you just need to focus on this topic, which is really important, that how we can loop through a hash map in Java. So for looping through the items of a hash map with a for each loop, we need to use key set method if you only want the keys and use the values method if you only want the values. So it is a note, but it is really important note which is saying me if you want to loop through the items of hash map with a for each loop, so for that you need to use key set method if you only want the keys and use the values method if you only want the values. So this is really important thing which you need to understand if you are creating a key method or if you are creating key or using keys in your hash map. So for that you can use key set method. If you are using values or if you want to change values, so for that you can use this values method in hash map with a for each loop. So this was a really important thing which I have told you here. So you need to just put this thing in your mind that if we want to work with keys, we need to use key set method. If we want to work with values, we need to use values method, and I hope you understand it. If you want to print keys, so this is the for loop which we are using to print keys here in this example, and then there are some other example as well in which we are using different ways to just print values here. This is the first way in which we are printing some different keys. Then this is another way in which we are printing values using for loop. Here as well we are using for loop, and if you want to do same thing with for each loop, so this is the thing, or this is the example in which we are printing keys and values both similarly here with for loop. But now here we are doing both things separately. If I show you how we are printing keys using for loop separately and how we are printing values using for loop separately and how we are doing it keys and values, all the things just combined. So we are doing that as well. So these are things which we need to understand here, but this is really important if you want to work with keys. So you need to use key set method, and if you want to use values, you need to use values method with the hash map of a for each loop. So now I will be opening my NetBeans IDE here because as you know, when we were just working with Java in the previous videos and in this whole tutorial series, we have used NetBeans IDE, and I will prefer you to use NetBeans IDE if you're a beginner and starting with language like Java. But if you have already used NetBeans and you know how it works, so you can use some other offline IDEs as well, like VS Code, Eclipse. Then you can also use PyCharm, which is not for Java, but it is for Python, but you can work with Java in that. And you can use Android Studio as well if you are creating some mobile apps or anything using Java, like big programs. So for that you can use Android Studio, but not for learning Java. If you want to learn Java from start to end, for that you can use two IDEs, which is NetBeans and Eclipse. Like in this case we are using NetBeans here. And if you want to learn online, so you can use online IDEs as well, like Jupyter, CodePen, and there are some other IDEs as well, but I will prefer you to use Jupyter, which is totally for Java, and you can use Python in that as well, like advanced level Python, machine learning, AI, or that all. But normally we are working on Java, so I will prefer you to use Java on that. So here I have opened my NetBeans IDE. Again, you will be getting same interface when you will be opening it. So we need to close this start page because we don't need to use that anymore. And when you will be closing a start page, so you need to see the project you have, like I'm getting here, you are getting or not. If you're getting project, so you don't need to create a new project, but if you're not getting any project, you need to go to file and you need to create a new project. And after creating new project, you need to create a file of Java, obviously. So you need to press right click on your project. You can give any name to your project you want to, and then you can just select Java class from here, and then it will be asking you to give the file name of your Java. So you can give any name to your file. Like in this case, I have given my file name as main, and after giving file name, remember the class name should be same as your file name is, as I have explained this thing in the previous video as well. So I will be removing all the things in this main method and this main class because we will be not needing it anymore. And I will be removing this import java.util.array list as well, because now we have used this in the previous video, so again we will be not needing that. Moving on to this main method, I will be opening my Word document again, and we will be using this example in which we are using a for loop, and in this for loop we are creating a string of I. Here I have given my string name as I variable. You can give any other variable name to your string as well you want to give, but I will prefer you to give variable name I or X, which is the two variable which we normally use in Java or any other programming language, because when we talk about variables, so these are the two important variables which we need to understand here. So I will be copying this thing here, and we need to print keys, so that's the reason I'm just copying it, pasting it here. We need to just see how it works, and before that how it works, we need to make our code clean, and to make the code clean we need to press tab and give some spaces after that, so that we can get all the things working. Press enter like this, press backspace here, and then here as well. So it is just saying me that the capital cities you are using the thing here is not, you can just say available here. So for that we need to import this. For importing, we will be writing again import java.util, and then I will be writing capital cities. So I will be adding like this, capital cities. And remember, capital cities should be same as you are defining here, so that we can get the output running. So I will be running this file to check what output I'm getting. To run this file, you can directly press Shift and F6, which is the shortcut key to run NetBeans file. But if you don't want to use shortcut key, you can directly press right click on your Java file, and you can press run file to run your file. And after running file, you can just see it is giving me an error. And why it is giving me an error? It is telling me that the class capital cities you are using is not available, or you are using wrong package for that. So you can use some other packages as well to just use this thing here. So I will be using again util, and then you can just use a scanner like this. So here, like in this case, I am using class of a scanner here, and after using this scanner class, you can just again add dot capital cities which you are using here. Like in this case, I am adding, which is the key name here, or the key set here. So this was the thing. So I will be now moving, then you can use key set like this, and after using key set, you will be getting the things running in the output as you want to do that. So here I will be removing this and moving on to my Word document. If I show you, so this is the way how we are just using these all things here, so that we can get different keys printed and different values printed. And if we want to just get all the things together, so for that we can use this for loop in which we are adding keys and values both here. So I will be just copying this now to check if I'm adding both things together, so how we are getting it running in the output. So I will be replacing it. So for replacing, I will be just pressing like this, and I will be pressing paste. So you can just see I have pasted all the things. I will be pressing enter here, and same goes to here as well. And then after doing that, I will be moving here, and then just like this, and then I'll be pasting all the things down here, so that we can get all the things running, which is print keys. So I will be moving here, paste, and then again we will be pasting print keys and print values. Print keys, we have already pasted these things, and now we need to print, we need to just paste this thing so that we can print values as well if we want to. So I'll be moving on to my NetBeans IDE again and pasting it like this, and I will be just, you can just press space bar or all that, so that you can have a space some here like this. So here as well I'll be doing same thing, and then you can move here, and then you can do same thing here as well, so that you can not get any error here. Press press backspace, get enter, so that you can have spacing after the curly braces, because this is an indentation we are getting. And then same goes to here as well. After doing that, I will be pressing just Control Z, so that we can get this thing running. And then you have to remove this and remove this thing as well, because we have now used it. So I will be moving on to my Word document again, and then I'll be just copying this print keys here, because we need to print this as well. And then here I will be just again pasting all my other things which we have get here, like values as well, because previously I have done that, but that was an error because we have removed this public static void for that. So I'll be moving here, and then I will be just copying this both. Moving on to NetBeans IDE, I'll be doing that. Now we need to make our code clean, and for that we need to just give spaces, as you know. And here as well I'll be doing same thing. Press tab and make it like this. And again here also I'll be doing same thing, and then press tab like this. Press enter so that you can give one line space after each thing which you are creating, and then press enter here as well. Press backspace and then make this indentation clear, and now you can just see our code is looking clean enough, and it will be not having any, you can say, values or errors which we were getting at the top. Then we will be importing this. So again I will be adding import, and you need to import a different package so that we can get all these things working. And you can just give any name here, so you can add here cities or anything you want to add, like concurrent you can use if you want to. And if you want to use concurrent, so you need to add this concurrent like this, and you need to add the value which you want to use in this concurrent. It can be any value related to time or anything. So here I am just using this, write a scanner, and then right here the key set name which you are creating. Like in this case I am using capital cities, so I'll be creating that. After doing this, I will be running this file to check what output I'm getting. So again I'm getting same output, which is saying me that it is giving me an exception initial error which is caused by runtime exception. So it is saying me incompatible source code, and it cannot find the symbol class capital cities in this java.util.scanner, but it cannot find because we are using a different package in which this capital cities are not here. And if you are using same package, so you can install the package, you can update it to just use this capital cities class and get the output, and the key set values will be containing same values which we were just having in the previous video when we were just using capital cities. But now we are just looping through this scanner class, or you can just say we are looping through an array, but in a different way, because we are looping through a hash map here, not an array list as we have done in the previous video. So this is the hash map which we have created of capital cities, and we are using that. So if you want, then you can create a hash map as well to check if we are using hash map, so what thing which we are you can say what output we are getting. So again I will be adding util dot, and then you can just select h from here. Like here we are getting hash map, so I will be selecting hash map, and I will be writing dot capital cities like this. You can add. And after adding these all things, if you run it again to check what output you will be getting, here it is saying me this. So you can directly remove this, and you can run the file to check if we are normally running it. So again it is telling me that the capital cities key set is being not defined. So you can write dot, and then you can write like capital cities, or you can write entry as well to check what output you will be getting here. So I will be writing key set like this, and you can just create it like this, and then you can just check if you are using same thing, so how we are getting it running. So I will be just commenting out these two things right now, because first of all we need to understand if we are using this thing, so we are getting all these things working or not. So I will be adding capital cities again like this, and if I run this normally, so we need to check it is running. So it is again saying me that the java util.hash map which you are using is being not in this main here, so you can use some other class as well here in the case of hash map if it is not working. So you can write dot, and you can just again move to h, because in that we were getting hash map. You can use hash set as well, and again you can write dot to check after this hash set what we are getting. So if it is not working, you can directly select hash map from here, and you can write capital cities under that like this. After adding this, you can add key set as well. So I will be adding key set, and here I will be adding the value. S should be capital as we were writing in the key set as well, so that we can get all the things working. So I will be running the file again to check, and again you will be getting same thing, but for that you can update your hash map. It is not working, as mine's also not working here like this. So I hope you understand in this video that how we can loop through a hash map in Java when we are just working with you can say different capital cities classes. You can use values here as well, as we have used in these two variables which we have created. And I hope you understood that how we have done and how we have used hash map here in this video. So if you have understand this amazing video in which we have understood how we can use a hash map class in Java, so remember to hit a like to this amazing video. And if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like this, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell as well, so you can get the notifications of all my videos which I will be uploading in future. So just I will be meeting you next tutorial or in next project using Java. So for today, goodbye.